Alright, so it is past 12 o'clock at night. We're at 12.3 volts. And the new battery bank is holding up a little better than the old one, only because it's already twice the size. And soon it's going to be 3 times the size. And the whole house is off grid. Only the Antrax SW3000 and the charge controllers are hooked up. And today we had a fully sunny day. Tomorrow's looking like rain, so we'll see how we fare. But yeah, everything's running. Doing well. I wasn't able to get any work done in the garage today because I had a few things to do. Got some work done, made some money today, so that's good. We are on strike, so I have some time off. So that's also kind of good. Get some stuff done around the house, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. A little waterproof test. Left these out, went out, started raining. So let's see how these do. I'm going to take them in now. They're not all that wet, but the water is beating on even the fabric part, but anyways, not ideal. Didn't really want to let it get wet, but anyways, thanks for watching. Producing some power today. Oh, of course, get the camera out, say that we're producing power, and the cloud comes. This one was at 13 amps. This is one 250 watt solar panel. Oh, it's going to go back up. Here we go. I was at 900 before. Oh, here we go. Almost. And the house is still taking 30, 35, 36 amps. So this is what is going into the batteries. And I had 900 watts while the house was running. So that charge is putting that out. This one's doing 40. This one was doing 40 a second ago. There we go. 40, 40, and 12 and a half. It just got sunny now, and it's like 2 o'clock. Battery voltage, we're at 85%. So this morning we weren't making hardly any power, so I didn't get to charge my batteries much till now. Got to replenish 527 amp hours, and we only have around 70 amps going in, so I don't think we're going to make it today, unfortunately. It's okay. Massive Bank is doing me well so far. Still lots to do. Still taking lots of power here as well. Got myself a Grizzly. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it, but it's a 660. These are the old batteries and my EV battery. The one group of cells is bad in it. It was bad when I got it, but now it's not really holding a charge anymore. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. So I'm preparing my camping setup. I'm just charging 2 batteries. I'm still off grid. We're staying at 12.22 volts under load. So on my LiPo box, this is now 120 amp hours of LiPo. This is right here the BMS board. This manages the output power only for this new cord that I have coming out, which goes to 30 amp Anderson plug, and that I have going into this meter, just checking it for heat. It is a little tiny bit warm. I think it'll be okay though. So I'm pulling. Oh, I'm pulling the wrong way. Hold on a second, I gotta spin this around here. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. showing up. There we go. Okay, let's turn this back on. So I'm testing this new setup. It's pulling 200 watts at the moment. Sagging the voltage, sagging the lines. I'll contribute to that. But I got my BMS system, which is regulating how much depth of discharge it takes these cells to. I believe it stops at 3 volts per cell, so that's 9 volts for this entire bank. I do not have the inverter running through the BMS board because it doesn't need to. The inverter shuts off at 9.9 volts, I believe it is, something like that. So it's also perfect. I just checked the balance of the cells. This board has kept all the cells almost perfectly balanced, and I actually need a balancer on these cells because some cells are a little bit weaker than others, so they drift pretty quickly. With this board, it's doing a really good job. I have a couple more balance leads coming out for further upgrades, but I don't know if I'll be adding any more to this or not. It's already 120 amp hours. This is only 67 amp hours, so they call it 70 amp hours. I have 2 of those, so I got 140 amp hours there, 120 amp hours here. So if I tie together, I can plug this Anderson port into this here, and then I can pull from the other one. For that, I can have 120 amp hours plus 70 amp hours, so that's 190 amp hours I can run this for. This is only taking 18 amp hours, so I could pretty much run this all night long, and it puts out like a significant amount of heat. I turn the fan up because it was getting real hot. But yeah, it throws a lot of heat. I actually would recommend this little heater. This little Rode Pro works pretty good. Pretty happy with it actually. But I'm just testing. I'm doing a discharge test. I want to make sure everything works well. I'm checking. Like, these aren't even getting warm. This whole board is well built. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to use this camping. This I'm just going to have near the baby. Well, not near the baby, but in the same room as the baby to keep her warm. I'm also bringing my Mr. Heater Buddy. That'll be the main source of heat. This will be just if I want to change the temperature a little bit at night or whatnot. Anyways, just doing a mock-up run just because I want to know what I can and can't do with the system before I go camping. I don't want to learn afterwards. Like, I'm already, these lines here, these are only 14 gauge. They're kind of warm. Not hot, warm. I think they'll be fine. Warm on both sides. This thing says up to 100 amps, maybe for like the millisecond. I don't know if you'll see that. Anyway, it says 100 amps. You can barely do 20 amps. That's China for you. But I still like these meters. You get them cheap for about 20 bucks. So unless you're putting 14 volts into this, it's more or less a 200 watt heater. Works real nice. I like it. As a suggestion, that someone posted, I knocked out every third one. Quite a bit more airflow. Very happy with it. And now that I have all this battery capacity, I'm all set. I'm going to let that run down. I'm going to keep checking the cells. And I want to make sure that this balance board does cut off. I've never run it down with it before. We're going to find out. We're going to see a run time and how many amp hours we've used. Let's see, what have we used so far? I've only had this in for a couple minutes. 1.3 amp hours, and she's jumping quick. Oh, I might do a few updates. So far, I've been able to stay off grid. with this new battery bank. We're making supper, so we're pulling more power than normal. 75 amps. Producing 42.4. This one's going down because some of the west facing panels aren't getting as much sun anymore. We are pulling 20-ish watts from the batteries. This one's making less power too because this is also, oh sorry, this is a south-facing panel, and most of these are south-facing. That's why they're not producing over 40 amps like they normally do. And the sun is setting, so we're not getting the power we could be getting, but we're still not really pulling from the batteries hardly at all, which is good. And the house is taking 77 amps. So, doing pretty good. Got a hitch I'm putting on the diesel Jeep Grand Cherokee. Painting it up. I was just experimenting with the grid tie inverter and this EV battery, just to see what it was pushing into, help run this inverter, run something in the house, just for fun. But yeah, we're still off grid. I think we're gonna be off grid for the next few days anyways. We'll see. I'm not gonna let these batteries fall anywhere below 12 volts, which they haven't yet. I think the lowest they've been is 12.25, which that was kind of low for me. If I got home and they're any lower than that, I was gonna switch back over. We are charging. Oh, let's see our percentage here. No idea what it's at. 84%. Okay, so 84%. So if I go below this, gotta replenish 584 amp hours. This is what we've been at for about a day. Hasn't put much back in. But yesterday it was rainy and cloudy all day, and we were on the batteries all day. And that's what we used. Actually, we used a little more than that, and we replenished a little bit today, but yeah, these batteries are doing good. For those that are curious, this 3/4 inch copper pipe is a really good conductor. I'll have to make a video where I show you, but I can check under load anywhere in this battery bank, anywhere down there, even with only these thinner wires. I gotta beef those up, but I can check anywhere in this battery bank and they're within 0.03 to 0.04 of a volt. So it's done really well. I'm very happy with this bus bar, homemade bus bar out of copper pipe. Anyways, thanks for watching.